Hey everybody, happy Saturday to you. Gonna be knocking out TrapJaw. That was the selection made by Mr. Kevin P. West. Um, Thank you very much for voting on that, bud. I'm gonna be posting this over to the page real quick. Bear with me just a second and then we'll get started. So, I know it's the weekend and all, but hoping everybody's having a good time and whatnot. Gonna make sure that's shared. And it did. Okay, cool. Now, hey Todd. I gotta find my gear here. What do I do with my pencil? There we go. All right. I kept this at a low profile on the perspective because of the fact that I wanted to do a little more detailing on it. But I wanted to keep it quick because it's the weekend, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys got something cool out of it. You know, I could have gone crazy with the whole arm connection and all that, but I just decided to do it soft for some reason today. So that's why we have this pose. But he's still very menacing and intimidating and all that. And, you know, I think I got the essence of the character. But one of the problems was the reason I took this perspective is because I didn't have a locked idea on the way that I wanted to go with this one. So, because there's different versions. And throughout the years, there's the comic book version, there's the cartoon version, you know, the original, and then the multiple action figure versions over the years, because this has been rebooted in the action sequences of the toy line. It's pretty much like the Batman run, you know. I mean, there's Batman everything, just as bad as there is Barbie everything. And you know, it's Batman sonar, Batman scuba, Batman this, Batman that, you know. And it's crossed over into this toy series where, with the reboot a couple of years ago, they decided to put out pretty much everything you could find. And it's, you know, TrapJaw, basically TrapJaw adamantium. They had TrapJaw, the Executioner. They had 20 different things. And I just wanted to go with something simple and traditional and cover the concept so that you guys can see and move through it. So that's why I decided to do it this way. But man, it's a great weekend. The only thing is it's cold. We got our first cold snap here. And I mean, it's a hard one. They said that we were going to have one last month, but it pushed back, you know, in late September, but it never came through. I mean, it got to the 60s and it just made it beautiful. But then we had a heat snap and we got back up into the 80s and 90s real quick. But then after that, here last night, we hit this one hard, man. I mean, I think it got down into the 40s last night, maybe even lower with the wind chill factor. It was cold. It was cold. And we've had a nice, peaceful, light, rainy winter the last few years. So we're due. So it was just, it was a mess. It's going to be cold. And it's funny because Oklahomans, I love living here because of the fact that it cracks me up so much, because people freak out over the weather. And, you know, it's just like they know what's going to happen. They know it's going to cycle. But everybody's just hoarding up stuff. And it at the grocery stores and things like that, it's just, you know, grab the bottled water. We're going to be without water. Grab this, grab that. And it's like they're expecting the apocalypse. It cracks me up. But I don't know. I was born and raised in Texas, and the funny thing is I've seen a couple of tornadoes here and there. And, you know, if it gets a cold snap, people freak out. It's weird. But I love this state, though. It's funny. The people are really cool, and it's funny. But yeah, I went over to the grocery store for a couple of things this morning, and it was just hilarious. People were stocking up on water and this, that, and the other, and I was just like, okay. It's like I buy water all the time just to buy water because I drink so much of it. And, you know, the chemicals from the plastic bottles are pretty tasty too. So I've gotten accustomed to them. So I like. No, seriously. I just like drinking bottled water better than tap. I'm one of those people. Yes, I know a lot of people say there's no difference, but yeah, filtered water is a little different. And I filter it at home, that kind of thing, and whatnot. But I drink a lot of water, you know. So I like having it in bottles so it doesn't get knocked over in the office and drown my work and whatnot. And once in a while, you'll hear me knock something over, blong, blong, blong. That's a water bottle. Yeah. That's my bad impression. So it is what it is. We have a good time with it, and it is what it is. So anyway, but yeah, it's just been one of those things where I was working offline most of the day doing artwork and working on script edits and working on my new book and a couple of other side projects and whatnot. And I wanted to get out of the house for a minute this morning. And man, I tell you, like I said, everybody just, it was weird. People freaking out. It's going to be frozen. It's going to be cold. Well, yeah, that's called fall and winter. It's okay. It comes around about the same time every year. I've just been in a sarcastic mood all day. It's funny. This one lady, do you think it's going to get cold? Yes. It's wintertime. But it is what it is. So I love saying that. It is what it is. That's my new thing now. I give up on the fact that I can't change people in that regard. So I'm not going to try. I'm just going to accept them for who they are and move on. I know I say don't say who it is, because I hated that phrase for a long time because it meant, you know, basically I'm done. But now it's changed. I've changed it to something that is like, you know, I accept you for who you are and move on. But all joking aside, though, I'm trying out this new lead today, and I think I put in I think I put in the soft because this is coming off really, really dark. I reloaded my pencil right before going live, and I think it was the uh-oh. I got a comment from Phil I'm going to have to delete. So, anyway. Got a little too aggressive with the commenting there. Getting a little parental response from a couple people. So, I told you I'm serious about that. I protect my students. But anyway, getting all this edged in here. Now this strap has a cushion that goes underneath on the action figure, which I've actually seen. I've seen this one before, and it's more of a modern type of incarnation of TrapJaw, and it's got, like I said, the rivets on this side, and then it's got this little strap pad underneath where it straps down to his arm and whatnot. And I've actually seen that figure, and it's pretty freaking cool, actually. You know, that's the word of the day, actually. So, but we'll go from there and move on from that. I just like that little piping underneath there, that tubing. It's pretty cool. This guy is like I don't want to say a Frankenstein, but that's pretty much where he's at. He's Eternia's Frankenstein monster. Not Frankenstein himself, but Frankenstein's monster. There is a difference. Just letting you know there is a difference. Frankenstein is the scientist. The monster is the monster. Just to be clear. But, yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Now, because he's been hacked up and worked on and whatnot, I'm not going to draw in the nurples. The kids love it when I say that for some reason. They get all giggly. But, yeah, for censorship's sake, I'm not going to put those on them. because of the fact that they're not there on the figure at all. And I don't know if if he has them or what, but we're not going to go there. But anyway, now this is going to be the bottom of the chest piece. This is a black piece right here because this is all covered almost like in a leather attachment where it's been sewn to him. And there's normally some rivets and stuff in here, but I'm not going to put those rivets on there because I just don't like the look of it, so I'm not going to do that. I don't like the incarnation where he's got it all, you know, he's all bolted up, because it doesn't look practical and it doesn't look cool. It looks freaky for me, and because of the fact that it doesn't move practically, so I can't do that and say that it looks good. Now the leather, I understand, you know, because that's a lot of old school amputee type stuff, because they used to put leather on everything to attach anything they strapped on. That's cool. Armament, I understand that, but for practicality purposes, I'm not going to put that on there because it just doesn't look cool to me. So put some thick stitching in here, old school shoelace style stitching. Love the look of this in that cut in the chest. That's where they put his power source in replacement for his heart when he was created and put on his cyber weapons. That's the energy module they put in for his next to his heart. So it's pretty neat. And he's almost got and I know he's got an alien to us anyway because he's not an Earthling, but he's almost got this reptilian type of DNA add-on because of his blue skin, or his blue, well, his green skin, and his yellow eyes, because his suit's blue. It's not him that's blue. Of course, it could be. I guess it could be his body, but his face is bright green. So I don't know. And I don't know about you, but I really don't care enough to go peeking under the hood there and find out exactly what's under there. But there are some fans that will do that, and that's okay too. Whatever works. But no, man, don't be sorry, don't be sorry, Phil. It's fine, man. It's just I got a couple of snickers about the comment. Claptrap. You know, it's yeah. Try to keep it G-rated, and there's some ailments out there that reflect that. So I just had it pointed out in private messages, and I just wanted to let you know. So for the Facebook following, we will we will correct that now that everybody knows. Youngsters don't. Yeah, that is a little bit of an illness that you can get under certain means, and we won't go there and discuss that. Yeesh. All the adults are going to be freaking out now. That's funny. Keep it PG. Keep it PG. Oh, man. Nah, Phil's a good guy. I know he wouldn't do that on purpose. It's just that I got asked about it. That's why I said it. Anyway, we're moving on. So, geez. Oh, you can tell us the weekend. Oh, boy. Wow. Yeah, we're going to move on. Let's just for the youngsters to clear it up for parents. Let's just say it's a hygiene issue that you'll find out about later on. That you need to keep yourself. Yeah, Stay clean, kids. That's pretty much it. But we'll leave that alone. Anyway, moving on. So, oh, good Lord. Oh, boy. Man, I've got kids on here. Oh, that's funny. But anyway, no, all joking aside, though, this character's friggin' awesome. I love drawing these guys. I think TrapJaw is underrated. And yes, I'm gonna cheat and just block this out. And the reason is because of the fact that I want that to look open, like he's had his jaw removed, and that's pretty much where it's at. I'm gonna go right up underneath that cheekbone right there, and I want it to look like he's had that upper jaw jacked with and that lower one removed. We've got the blue suit in here, we've got the pad right here, and I need to block this out. Drop the tube from his gun. This is a tube that comes off his arm here where everything's attached, and I think it's really weird the way the new one goes all, you know, cyberpunk type in that. I know that's the cool thing to do, but, and I mean, I even have a Western sci-fi book that goes across between steampunk and cyberpunk, and I'm cool with that, but they go really, really dark with this thing, and I mean, it's got little bits of stuff coming all over here, all the way off of it and whatnot. It's just crazy, man. But I'm going to draw in that little edge there where that metal looks like it's going up across, because there's a little piece that goes across here. It's kind of a shield of some sort that spirals around. We're going to put that in there. And then I'm going to mark this off. This is going to look like a, hopefully it's going to look like a spike coming off of that, because he's got like these old school turtle shell spikes coming off of here. And we're going to mark this out a little bit. How about some more lead here? Yeah, I think this lead is a one of my new softer leads that I'm trying out, because it's very, very dark, like I said before, and it's a little bit of an oddity the way it's coming off that way. Cut in here. Now what I'm going to do right here on this collarbone is I'm going to shape this out this way so we can look at that clavicle. I'm going to pop a little shadow right in there so it looks like right at the edge. It's a little thicker. And then I'm going to come up underneath here and draw that same shadow line, but it's not going to be ridged like that because it's going to be in the leather. So all of this will be black right here. And we'll outline this real quick so it'll look good. I'll put a big black section right here. Yeah, that's definitely a softer lead the way it's cutting in. I like it. Super dark though. May not even have to ink this thing, which I will still do, of course, but anyway. I'm going to take a quick second and block this out, and then I'll detail this ridge here a little bit. Fascinating. But yeah, Phil, man, don't worry about that. And people that are watching this later on YouTube, Phil made a comment on, on Facebook, and he made a joke about claptrap. And yeah, just to clear that up, it's fine. I'm not upset about it. It's just I had to remove. Parents were saying in private messages, parents were letting me know, hey, let's not have to explain anything away. So I apologize, parents. We didn't intend that. And like I said, I cover for Phil here. I vouch for him. He's a solid dude. He meant it just to be funny, off the cuff. Don't take it that way. It's all right. It's just comics. It's okay. Oh, that's a riot. What makes it so funny is I got the instant response by messenger. I just got about 4 parents. Hey, we're watching you on the weekend. That's great. Yep. It's a live session, people. Live session. That's great, man. Oh, Lord. That's funny. Like I said, just a minor faux pas. It's all right. But, yeah, there is the suit. I'm going to trim this in just a little. Right along here. Nah, be nice, man. Don't insult anybody. Just leave it alone. It's fine. They're trying to take care of their kids. Got to respect that. He's trying to defend me, and I appreciate that. But yeah, they're just trying to keep the kids from getting educated from misappropriation by association through osmosis. Big word. Big word time. But that's okay. But yeah, it's all good. No feelers are hurt. But anyway, let's see here. Yeah, my younger students always ask me to do these old cartoons, and then they call me old. I love that. Are you going to do one of those old guy cartoons today? Oh, love it. I got private messaged about that too. That's funny. You haven't commented all day. Are you working offline? Yes. Yeah, I did today. A lot. But yeah, that's funny. Old guy cartoons. And I love it too, though, because they go check these cartoons out, and that's what makes it awesome. Because you can't get these cartoons anymore. You can't get that kind of cartoon, you know. Cartoon Network tried, but then they reverted back to Adult Swim, which I'm just like, no. I'm going to make a confession, people, right here, right now. I am not a fan of Robot Chicken. Not at all. I am just not. I'm sorry. I'm just not. It insults the original cartoons to me. I just don't. I mean, the only thing I found funny by them was the Golden Girls, Justice League. That was hilarious to me. I did crack up when they made Aquaman bald and, you know, did the 60s Thunderbirds type of puppets. That was awesome. That was really cool. I did enjoy that. But other than that one, I haven't found anything that I've liked. And I mean nothing. But I know a lot of people that really enjoy that show, and more power to you. I wish I did. But I don't. I don't. But that's okay. I like the new Voltron, and a lot of people don't. That Netflix Voltron, I love that show. But a lot of people don't. And it's funny watching grown-ups telling me, aka grown-ups coming on and telling me, hey man, you need to quit watching those cartoons, you need to watch some more sports and stuff. And I'm just like, hey, why not watch all of it? And besides, no offense to wrestling, but that's scripted. That's scripted TV. They know who's going to win before they get there. I wouldn't dare say it's fake because those guys are actually on the mat busting their butt every night. But what I do consider fake is scripted TV. That's saying it's real and it's going to be authentic when it's not, because they already know who's going to win. They already know who's going to get paid the purse and who's going to draw, and then they cause up a stir later on and whatnot. And that's just something. It's entertainment, And I see people all the time freaking out about it being real and this, that, and the other. Yeah, it's real that those guys are hitting the mat, but it's an act. It's a story, They do that for entertainment value. So don't watch your fantasy and then tell me I can't watch mine. just the simple thing, Just a simple thing. Don't judge. Don't judge. We can all be friends. We really can. And I don't get into politics and stuff, but I heard some nasty news this morning, about some groups going out there complaining and stirring up some more of that drama and whatnot. And it's just, please, people, stop that. Stop that. Go out and enjoy the weekend with your family instead of protesting and making nasty stuff. I mean, if you have a defense and you have to do something that's awesome, stand for what you believe in, I totally agree with that. But don't go out and, hate on other people just to hate. And if you're active in something and you see someone, more importantly, if you see someone acting in something, don't go protest their protest. That's just putting fuel on the fire, and it's redundant. What are you protesting? I'm protesting so-and-so and this, that, and the other action. And then you see somebody else out there the same day protesting that protest. Why? Then that causes anger and conflict, and it's just, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If they want to protest about a problem they're having, let them protest about a problem they're having, whoever it is. And, keep out of it. If you're not supporting the issue, if you oppose it, that's one thing. Have your protest somewhere else or on a different day. Don't go protest their protest to take their 15 minutes. That's counterintuitive and that's counteractive. Don't do that. But I try not to watch that stuff because it infuriates me and frustrates me, and it ruins my day. I like to keep my calm undamaged and be productive and positive in the world and try to bring a smile. That's why I do this. So, what's I'm still getting messages. That's funny. Go out, make a friend, be nice. I do like this LED though. It's extremely dark. I really dig that. I don't know if you guys like that or not, but I really, really dig that. That is impressively dark in comparison to some of the other cards. Let's look at Ram Man and Man at Arms and Orko here. Look at the difference in the color of that LED. That TrapJaw is dark. Phil, man, all joking aside, dude, please stop. I appreciate that, but yeah, you're upsetting people, man. They're trying to take care of their kids and stuff. So, yeah. Carrying the joke over, man. Stop it. You're provoking. Quit it. But, anyway, got a cool thing for everybody checking this out. The Mumra card that I did, I'm thinking about doing a Skeletor or He-Man piece like this for this set. Would you guys be interested in that? I'm really digging this. I think I'm going to do something along this line for either He-Man or Mumra, or not Mumra, but He-Man or Skeletor, and maybe Castle Grayskull. Would you guys dig that? Like maybe the power sequence or something like that where he powers up. I think that would be really cool. But anyway, that's where I'm at today. This is my card. All joking and minor faux pas aside, we're going to move forward, and I appreciate it. You guys, check you tomorrow with probably Merman. It'll be Merman or Beastman, one or the other. But we're going to knock out another villain before we go back into another master. So appreciate it. Catch you tomorrow. Later.